Hey guys, on our Nature and Environment in Japan playlist we have lots of videos showing you the pinks and the whites of the spring flowers in Japan. So the cherry blossoms and the peach blossoms and the plum blossoms generally tend to be white and light pink, and there's a lot of that. But what we haven't shown you a lot of is the reds. There's lots of really dark pinks and reds everywhere. And sometimes it's flowers blooming, and other times it's just the leaves. There's a whole heap of trees in Japan that have leaves that are red when they're new, and then later the tree turns green. So we're not arborists or botanists, so I have no idea how to explain all this or anything about it, enough information to be able to explain it to you. This is just purely observation, the reds. So as we've shown you on that Nature and Environment playlist before, usually in the postcards of Japan, the cherry blossoms and the peach blossoms and the plum blossoms are shown, you know, that the light delicate whites and the light pinks. But there's so many other colors in spring in Japan, it's amazing. I mean, these are just a fairly boring green tree usually, but in spring all the new leaves come out really bright red, and then after a couple of months that tree will be all just green again. So it's just amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. Everywhere you go in Japan during spring, it's just a smorgasbord of color, a buffet of color everywhere you go. It's just absolutely incredible. And of course, if you go to the parks and the places like that, you'll see all those scenes that we've shown you before. We've shown you the cherry blossoms in the parks, and the cherry blossoms at the castles, and the cherry blossoms at the temples and that sort of thing. But these are the scenes that on a day-to-day basis, when you're just traveling around doing your thing, you know, going to the supermarket and all the usual boring stuff that you have to do in a day, these are the scenes that we see, you know, beside the roads and you know, neighbours' gardens and our garden. You know, those first few trees we showed you, they're actually in our garden, you know, beside the road. It's just amazing. And these reds really stand out, boof, you know, as you're driving down the street, boof, bright pinks and really rich reds. So it's quite amazing. Spring in Japan is just awesome. It really is. It's just so alive, and people go to so much trouble too. A lot of these things that you've seen here, people tend to these trees and plants all year round, just so that for a few weeks a year they get these colours from them, which is very typical Japanese style, isn't it? Look at that one. That's normally just a boring green tree. Have a look at it. Bang, they're red leaves, they're not flowers. Isn't it amazing? Anyway, I hope some other people enjoyed that as much as we did. More videos coming soon.